Are you living your life on purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? Today's Front Row Friday message comes from an unexpected source, and that source is none other than Denzel Washington. I love me some Denzel Washington, and I watched a commencement speech that he delivered recently where he said he was living a life 40 years ago, flunking out of college without purpose. He didn't know what he was going to do in his life, and he had a chance encounter with a woman who said, I have a prophecy for you. You're going to speak to millions of people and you are going to travel the world. But you have to have faith. You have to put God first in your life. So Denzel was giving this story to these students and inspiring them to lead a life of faith, but you have to know what your purpose is. And he would say, I'm protected, I am directed, and I've been corrected. And that's what inspired me to talk about purpose today, because not only have I been protected because I know I've been surrounded by angels in the times in my life when I made poor decisions, I've been directed because I've always had coaches in my life who directed me to a certain goal or vision. And then I've also been corrected because I know based on my faith, I know when I get off track, I know there's always a path back. But I've also been selected, and so have you. I am very blessed to have known what my purpose is on life. I'm convinced that my purpose is to motivate and inspire people to get out of the balcony of their life and live their life in the front row. And I do that through keynote speaking, consulting, and coaching. But what if you don't know your purpose? What if you haven't really thought about your purpose? You've been through so much in your life, you have not stopped to reflect on, well, am I living my life on purpose? So I'm here for you, because what I did is I asked my subscribers to my newsletter, what's your purpose? And maybe some of these ideas will inspire you to live your life of purpose. So what I did is I took all the answers of all the people that sent me their purpose, and I put them into 3 themes. So the first theme is to live in service of others. And I thought that was really inspiring that so many people talked about that their purpose in life is to help other people. In fact, the word kindness came up over and over and over again. And one of my subscribers said this story about his 96-year-old grandmother who wanted to have, towards the end of her life, one more conversation with him. And this is what she said to him. In all my years and life experiences, the greatest superpower in the world is kindness. Spread that light to others, and the kindness will be returned to you 100 times over. And a lot of my subscribers said that it doesn't take much to be kind. It doesn't take a lot of effort to be kind. And it's so important to be there for other people and to live in service of others, not only to your students, your patients, your customers, your prospects, but more importantly, your family. And a lot of people talked about their family and how they wake up every day with the focus of what can they do to make the lives of their family easier? What can they do to lead a life in such a way that it inspires their children, for example, to live their purpose? So that was the first theme. The second theme is personal and spiritual growth. So a lot of people talked about how important it is for their purpose to be set with boundaries, meaning that they're going to stay positive no matter how much negativity is around them. And they also want to live a life of faith. A lot of people talked about faith. A lot of people talked about how important living a faithful life was so that they can ultimately get to heaven, which to me would be the ultimate front row seat. And many people even sent me their favorite Bible verses. One of my dear friends, Lisa Funk Martin, sent me this beautiful note, and I want to share it with you. She said, every day I wake up and choose joy. I choose to smile. I choose to be a positive force. I choose to love others, even the hard ones, because I may be the only sign of our Creator that they see in a day. Not every day is joy-filled. Not every day is worthy of a smile, and sometimes it's hard to be positive. But they are all a choice, and God gave me the right to choose. Thank you for sharing that with me, Lisa. And then the third theme was to live fully and intentionally, which means you're living on purpose. You're living with intention. You're living because you have a certain purpose in your life and it's bringing you to your ultimate goal. So are you living with intention? My friend Ford Sakes wrote this: my purpose is fueled by a passion for helping others discover and unleash their potential. I believe that living with intention isn't just about setting goals, but about making consistent choices that lead to significant outcomes, both for ourselves and for those we influence. So, what is your purpose? Think about it. Are you living your life of purpose? And guess what? Just like there's no judgment as to what your front row is, there's no judgment as to what your purpose is. Only you can decide what your purpose is. And I want to end with this. It's a quote by Dr. Carolyn Leaf. Dr. Carolyn said, "Your purpose is not the thing you do, it's the things that happen in others when you do what you do." And I love that because I've always said that when you live your best life, when you live your life in the front row, you show up different, you walk different, and you don't even realize it, but you're shining a light for other people and you're illuminating the path to their front row because of your light. Yes, you've been protected, you've been directed, you've been corrected, and you have been selected to live your best life. I hope this inspires you today to go out and live your purpose. Have a great Front Row Friday, everybody, and we'll see you next time.